Good morning, good afternoon, good night, depending on when you're watching this. How's it going, guys? First off, hope you're having a good day today. Hope your day is going well and hope it continues to go well. So I'm sitting here on my lunch break and I wanted to talk about the whole Sleep Token and Chris Michael situation that's been going on. In case you have no idea, Sleep Token are due to release a new album May 9th, even in Arcadia. They just put out a single, Emergence, earlier this month, and it is so good. And we're due for a new single any day here now. And you have famed internet weatherman Chris Michaels, who is a huge metalhead, who includes metal lyrics in his forecasts. He seems like a super great, super chill dude. Absolutely love him. And he's been teasing something Sleep Token related over on his socials and tagging Sleep Token, and as well as the channel he works at. The first one he posted was last Friday, teasing something for the following day, March 29th. And this boggled my mind, where it got a lot of attention from not just the Sleep Token community, but also from news outlets who cover music, such as Metal Injection, such as Krang. A whole bunch of places were covering this weatherman teasing something Sleep Token related, which in my head did not make sense, because coming from a world of 21 Pilots, another band that does cryptic stuff, who teases things, they will tease things on their own, but you won't see a lot of people cover this unless they were 100% affiliated with the band, which was their band accounts they ran and their blurry face Twitter account. It was very weird to see a random news person, not so much random, Chris Michaels internet famous, but not being reposted by any of the band accounts, not even by the members, not shared to their stories, just not shared. But you have all these news outlets covering it. Then the following day, Chris uploads a new video announcing another date, which was today, March 31st. And once again, you had Metal Injection and other news outlets cover this stuff. And today, another teaser where he posted this.
Details will emerge throughout the week, developing starting Monday.
Look at this time of year, days like Wednesday in Clayton or Friday in Durham and Goldsboro, that's your average last freeze. So a good time to maybe plan to return to the garden, but to actually do some planting. Some of you have said you actually wait until Mother's Day.
So as you saw there, Chris gave us another date for this Wednesday, and needless to say, fans weren't too happy. They were eviscerating Chris in the comments. He's been getting so much hate, and I feel bad for the dude, because again, seems like a genuine, great, chill guy. And he actually responded to one of the comments today. I'm going to try to put it on screen. I don't know how to work this part of CapCut, but I stayed quiet on these comments for a while. Do you guys think that my station would tarnish my own credibility, and that the label / the band would allow me to cloutbait and clickbait? Which brings a good point, because again, Chris has tagged Sleep Token in all of these, as well as his news station. He's been tagging his news station and all this stuff, and it's been getting a lot of attention in the Sleep Token community. So much so that if this was not associated with the band, he would already be shut down. If it was something he wasn't allowed to do, his news station would be like, hey, Chris, you have to cut the stuff. You can't record the stuff inside of the news station or use the materials we have here, such as our screens, to do whatever you're trying to do. Sleep Token, again, blew up. So Sleep Token would have seen this, and the management of the label Sleep Token signed to would have seen this and probably sent a cease and desist order if he was not allowed to do this. So Chris brings up a great point. Why damage his own credibility? Why damage his news station if he wasn't allowed to be doing this? Because that would severely damage his popularity, his credibility, and all this stuff. So you gotta think that it is, in fact, a thing Sleep Token related, 100% Sleep Token related, especially when you think that, again, Krang, all these, even Loudwire's talking about it now, and you have all these places talking about it for no discernible reason other than they may have had a tip-off from the label saying, hey, we're going to be doing this rollout for the single. Cover Chris and all the stuff he does, which is why you're seeing Metal Injection cover it, why you're seeing Krang cover it, and all these other places. If this wasn't associated with Sleep Token at all, then none of these news outlets would be covering it. The news station would shut him down. The band would shut him down. He wouldn't be allowed to be doing all of this stuff. And that's just the beauty of, and like everyone getting upset, that's just the beauty of being teased. It is the beauty. And also, very smart to do it. Like, give us a date and then another date 2 days later. That way, you're telling people this isn't an April Fool's Day joke. Because that was immediate concern from my point of view when I made the video on Saturday, where if for March 31st, he said details will be coming throughout the week. It's April 1st this week, so maybe this is all one cruel joke. But you have him today saying, hey, next thing's going to be April 2nd. Confirming this isn't a joke, guys. This is not a cruel April Fool's Day joke to where something could be going on. So that is currently where I stand with this right now. I do think that there's something there. I really firmly believe. And being entrenched in the 21 Pilots community and seeing so many things, people trying to say, I'm associated with the band. No, you're not. And there's a whole bunch of other fake things, especially in the 21 Pilots community, oh my gosh, that I can safely say, I don't think that Chris is fooling us. I do think he is associated with the band in some way, and that is super cool, and dude definitely deserves it. And also, it's not like he's a nobody. I can pull up his Instagram right now and tell you how many followers he has. In fact, that's what I'm doing. That's why I'm looking down currently. So give me a second here. Chris Yeah, Chris Michael, he's currently followed by 20,000 people over on Instagram alone, probably more over on the TikTok machine. And again, he is someone who has the internet credibility, especially in the metal scene. It's where we can, okay, here comes the comments, Sleep Token isn't metal, shush. But no, I do think that Chris is associated with the band, and that is where I stand, and that is where we are going to continue to talk about it, because the Emerging 7-inch vinyl is also shipping out today. Pre-orders for that end today, then it will be shipped out. So we are due for a new single here soon. And this is ingenious marketing from Sleep Token, so I do think that there is something there. Anyway, guys, I'm going to drive to work now, continue on my day, edit this, and I will see you all later. And if I'll see you all on April 2nd when Chris posts more about it. I love it. Anyway, guys, if you disagree, let me know down in the comment section below. I am willing to hear you guys out on this one, but from my view as a 21 Pilot fan who went through a bunch of stuff, through a whole bunch of fake things, yeah, no, I definitely can safely say that Chris is most likely associated with the band, 90% sure. Because you have to always have that 10% air, even 5%, even 1%. But anyway, guys, I'll see you all later. Goodbye. And good night. More importantly, have a good day. Worship, thank you to Make It with Alex for supporting the channel over on Patreon, and I will see you all later.